Welcome to the Elkhorn Slough Visitor Center in Monterey Bay. The Sea Level Rise Explorer was developed to show impacts from sea level rise and the intersection of transportation and ecosystem needs in one of California's most treasured estuaries. This experience summarizes the key findings from the Central Coast Highway 1 Climate Resilience Study. We hope it will shed some light on similar planning in the state on transportation and natural resource issues. The burning of coal, oil, and natural gas all produce greenhouse gases that form a blanket around the Earth. This blanket traps heat, causing global temperatures to rise, which can intensify severe weather patterns, but also cause glaciers and ice sheets to melt and seawater to expand, which both raise sea levels. These changes will create major disruptions for our planet and impact coastal communities in many ways. Elkhorn Slough, an estuary where freshwater and saltwater mix, is located on the coast of Monterey Bay. It contains the third largest extent of salt marsh in California and is important for many birds, animals, and fish, supporting extraordinary biological diversity. Nearly 50,000 tourists visit every year to birdwatch, spot the charismatic sea otters, and kayak on the slough's vibrant waters. The iconic Highway 1 crosses directly over the mouth of the slough. This 8-mile stretch is vulnerable to flooding at several points, where the highway traverses the wetlands. This low-lying area will experience rising sea levels and possibly increased storms, causing more frequent and intense flooding and eventually permanent inundation by ocean waters. This could impact coastal property, infrastructure, public safety, and access to these amazing coastal resources. Here you can see the mouth of Elkhorn Slough where it connects with the sea. In front of you is the Moss Landing Wildlife Area, a critical habitat for the threatened western snowy plover. Highway 1 runs along the coast and across the main slough channel. An average of nearly 40,000 cars use this section of highway every day. It is a critical connection between Santa Cruz and Monterey and provides access to the community of Moss Landing. Drag the circle on the left slowly to your right. See that water filling in? This is a tidal estuary where the tides come in and go out every day. When you drag the circle further to the right, you can see the impacts of sea level rise on this area. At 2 feet, sections of the highway go underwater. At 5 feet, the highway and adjacent areas are permanently inundated. While we can't say for sure when sea levels will reach these heights, it is likely the region will experience 5 feet before the end of the century. If nothing is done, flooding could worsen traffic and submerge sections of the highway. Disruptions could interrupt the movement of goods and impact commuters and tourists. See that blimp in the distance? Let's move to the Elkhorn Slough Reserve. Click on the flashing target. From this view, we are in the Elkhorn Slough Reserve, looking out towards the coast. While there are extensive areas of healthy salt marsh throughout the slough, below in the foreground, you see an area that was historically altered and degraded and has lost most of its salt marsh. Marshes help the land adapt to rising seas in 2 ways. First, this experience was developed by Virtual Planet Technologies and the Nature Conservancy. We'd like to thank our partners and funders, including the Association of Monterey Bay Area Governments,